So the first four cards are all about that. When we jump into the month of March, you're going to feel this energy, okay? And I feel that you're going to be incredibly happy. And I feel that the people around you, there's no falseness. There's no, people wearing masks. I feel that the people around you, they're going to be incredibly happy for you. And more than anything, they are going to all agree that, you definitely deserve this, Capricorn. So I'm really happy to see this for you. Towards the middle of the month, okay, so once again, the reading's kind of like this. I do feel there is another character that you're going to be dealing with, okay? I see like this might be kind of like in the romantic front, okay? So for those of you who are single, or you could even be coupled up, but I do feel more so for those who are single, there's a person that you've been dealing with and they have been a source of frustration, okay? I don't see like a love-hate relationship. I don't see anything too bad in this connection. But I feel like the other person is wishy-washy. I feel like they, this is their energy. We have here the Knight of Cups. He's covered up in like, he's got a bag over his face, okay? So this is somebody who's emotionally very confused. Okay, just emotionally very confused. They don't really know what they want out of life. They don't know if they want to get married. They don't know if they want to be single. They don't know if they want children. They don't know if they want pets. They're just like very easy to persuade. When they're with good people, they're very good and sweet. When they're with bad people, I feel like they follow the herd. Okay, this is somebody that is lacking in their own sense of direction. I feel like they're like a social chameleon and they don't really know what they want. Okay. And what they want is based on their environment. Whoever they're with will dictate whatever it is that they want. So this is somebody, one of the major source of frustration when you're dealing with this person, and you might have been trying to figure out why it's been so frustrating, why you feel a little bit uncomfortable around this person. Is because they don't have a strong sense of self, okay? Capricorns, the majority of the people that I've dealt with who are Capricorns, I like to think of you guys kind of like that oak tree. Oak trees are majestic. They're huge and they have this subterranean root system where they're very, very firmly embedded and planted, okay? For many of you, especially Capricorn females, I've seen the women walk. You can wear like the highest high heels and the women walk elegantly. It's like they own the catwalk. They know how to position themselves, their legs, their feet, their bodies in a way where they're very securely planted. And based on the way that somebody walks, and the men too, I feel like, their gait, their walk is very solidly planted. If you've ever looked at a rugby player, for example, or even a soccer player, the way they walk is very sturdy and very steady. It's like, they don't trip over things. They have very good situational awareness, and they just exude like strength and I feel like, firmness and also stability, okay? And so when you're like that oak tree, very deeply embedded and very firmly planted, and you're dealing with somebody like this who's like wishy-washy, doesn't really know what they want, kind of like bends with the waves, changes with the wind, it can be really frustrating, right? And so you might have been like possibly tolerant of this person or this energy for quite some time. But I feel like for the month of March, you're a lot more discerning and skeptical. Okay, this is the King of Swords. This is like side eye, okay? Sort of like half rolling your eyes, but at the same time, it's like, oh, here it is again. Here's the same spiel. Here's the same talk. Here's the same excuse. And so I feel like for some of you, you're just not tolerant of this anymore. And for some of you, you might have ceased communication with this person because I honestly feel like their energy is too wishy-washy. And just imagine, you're the oak tree. And I feel like, you're firm. in the things that you believe, in the things that you do, where your roots are. And you know who you are. And when you're dealing with somebody who hasn't figured these things out, they're too young to match your soul's age. Okay, they are too young to match your age, biologically, emotionally, spiritually. Their energy. They're a very, very young soul. And there are a lot of things that you can say that will like completely, it's like it skirts this person. So I apologize for cross watchers, but I just feel like there's a mismatch here. There's an emotional and a spiritual mismatch where things won't really calibrate. Okay, so I feel like you are aware of this, and I do feel that this person is still communicating with you, and I feel like this person really, really likes you. But I also feel that they're not really sure about what they want. They're not really sure exactly how to approach this connection. And they're not really sure whether or not you are still interested. Okay. But I do feel here that there are other things coming around for you. I also feel for many of you, if you have cut this person out, I feel that they're going to be coming back. And I feel that they're trying to kind of like test the waters with you, trying to figure out if you're single, trying to figure out if you are upset. I feel like there might have been, just like blockage from your end, because a lot of the times too, you don't really want to put up with like just communicate just to keep the conversation going. Okay. I feel like you're a lot more real than that. Okay, you don't want to just like fill the void, fill the conversation, like conversation fillers, like those things don't really matter. And so I feel like this is what this person does. They like to fill in the void. They don't, silence makes them uncomfortable. And so they like to fill in the void. And I feel that you're past that. And so they think you're upset with them. They think they might have done something bad. And it's like for somebody to not have done anything, but to feel like they did, I feel like they're energetically a little bit too young for your taste, okay? And so I do feel, if you've had a falling out, there's an apology coming through, okay? There's potentially, them wanting this connection with you or wanting this reconnection with you. But then I also feel like you might not be as interested, all right? So what I have here is where a lot of your energies will be kind of focused. So we have the two aces here, and this is like the main focal point of this this month. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is new job, okay? And Ace of Wands, this is like a major new endeavor, something that you are very passionate about. The Ace of Pentacles is like a solid job, a solid 9-to-5 job where you're either working for somebody, you're getting a salary, you're getting paid, you're getting consistently paid every month, okay? So like a salary job. I also think of this as a combination together. There could be a salary job. There could also be a side gig. Okay. This is like short contract work. This is also like, like you're hired on to do a project. And then when you finish the project, they pay you. And then you find other projects. So I feel for many of you, you might be starting with working part-time and then doing some type of entrepreneurial thing where you're self-employed and you're managing your time, managing your clients, okay? So I feel like both of these opportunities are definitely on the table for you. You might be solicited or headhunted. Specifically, I do see a boss here, an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is somebody who knows how to run a business. This is somebody who has a lot of skills and expertise. Consultation is what I'm seeing. This is like, I think of it as like a lawyer, a freelancer, a lawyer, a consultant, somebody with a lot of skills and they know how to freelance and they can survive off clients' referral. And so I feel like for many of you, you might be taking on this role, or you could be working for somebody like this who wants your skills and they want you to kind of work with them on a project, and the money, the financial windfall and the money associated with this is quite substantial. Okay, it's a big amount. And I also feel like if you're starting a new job, it's an environment where there is a lot of growth potential. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is the seed, the beginning, right next to the Three of Pentacles. So already we're escalating and jumping. And this denotes to me a lot of collaboration, picking the brains of really talented people, everybody working together. No one's lazy. No one is carrying the weight of the work environment. No one is like, it's like everyone's on board. Everyone's working hard. Everyone is seeing the end result, and everyone understands that we all need to contribute. We can't be the weak link, or at least in this work situation, there is no weak link. Okay. So you are surrounding yourself with really amazing new people, hardworking people, people that understand, the concept of personal responsibility, work ethics, personal responsibility, personal accountability, and hard work and dedication and perseverance. All of these are key words that are very important to Capricorn. And these keywords are transferred into the work environment, where I feel like you're finally meeting people who are exactly like you, okay? Kindred souls. And in love situation, but also in the work arena, where no one is lazy, no one is slacking off. Everyone is pulling their weight so that something bigger and majestic can be built. And so I feel like this is a really, really transformative month. You belong here, Capricorns. You finally understand where you belong. And the whole concept about uprooting, what I mentioned, I feel like for many of you, there might be travel and movement. Six of Swords, okay? Moving from a place that might have been turbulent, that might have been possibly destructive. There's a tower in the background. The kids are on the swan. They're moving away from it. So it indicates to me potentially, moving away from a situation in order to reach calmer waters, moving away from lazy people in order to get to a space where people are working really hard, moving away from people that you're no longer jiving with so that you can achieve this, a sense of harmony in your relationships, okay? And so there's a lot that you're kind of like keeping under wraps. There's a lot happening and you're brimming with excitement. And I feel like you have so many good things coming through in this month. It is going to be very transformative. You're going to look back at the month of March, and life before might have been, a little bit dull, a little bit like mundane, a little bit like going through the motions.